So this was the thing. Um, something someone commented a while ago. I think it was Ross actually. He asked us um, to review or talk about something that we aren't the intended audience for.
Okay, that's an interesting
Because
idea.
we often talk about things we like, things that we can, arguably are the intended audience for.
Yeah, things are made for us, and by no
Yeah,
surprise, we end up enjoying.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. However,
that is Field of Dreams in a nutshell.
well, yeah, exactly. However, I haven't been watching it, but I've been catching the occasional episode of Sex and the City.
It's okay, you
Something,
can admit it here. You're a die-hard
something
fan.
which I am absolutely not the intended audience for. And, oh my god, I just, I just don't understand it like at all. Like people just don't talk like that, right? Firstly, so Sex and the City. It's about four women in New York in the late 1990s and the early 2000s. I think it's 6 seasons,
You tell me.
and it's just baffling. It's just so weird. Like people, all they ever fucking talk about is banging, and it's like,
To be fair, that is the title of the
well,
film,
yeah,
of the
yeah,
series. If they weren't talking about it, I'd feel shortchanged.
but it's like there is nothing else in their lives at all other than that, and it's like also they're completely fine with fucking cheating on people. And there's one of them like, oh haha, I sleep with loads of married men, and it's like that makes you an asshole. That is not a good quality.
But Andrew, it's female empowerment, because when a woman does
Well,
it,
that's
it's
the other thing.
fine.
It's gonna, like they never have a conversation that isn't about a man, and it's like I just don't understand this at all because it's firstly it's supposed to be this relatable, thing, and it's got the 18 rating so they can swear and show a bit of nudity, and it's like it would be relatable, but these people speak like fucking aliens. They speak like they've learned English from a book, but from a sexual reproduction book, and that's the only book they've ever seen. And it's just weird. It just doesn't make any sense, and it's just so.
Or is it always like slightly too frank the way they talk?
But
Like
yeah,
too biological?
would you march up to your friend in a pub in a public place and just be like, "I need to bang right now, or I'm gonna die," really
Andrew, stop
loudly?
outing our conversations.
But it's just like I don't know. But again, I'm not the target audience for this. But the way they talk to each other is just not how humans talk at all. And it's like there is nothing else in their lives at all about other than having sex. And it's just insane because you have no idea what they do for a job. Again, I've only seen random episodes, so that might be covered. But they never seemingly work ever. They're all absolutely minted. They can just be like frivolously go on a day trip somewhere with first class tickets on the plane, and it's like, oh yes, relatable. They're all fucking millionaires. How is that relatable? And it's just they go out clubbing every single night. It's like, do you ever? It's just not relatable at all. People cannot live like this. I just don't understand it. And then there's this whole thing. I mean, the main woman, I can't remember her name, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay.
Yep.
Sure, go for it.
And she wants to go out with this bloke, who's like slightly older than her, and it's this is like multiple series wide arc, and it's like she's got so many weird little problems about it. It's just like I just don't care. you, you expect us to care, and it's like, oh man, it's so given, to and fro. It's like, oh, should I go out with him because he's old, but he's really rich? It's like, for fuck's sake, stop being so shallow.
But like,
Get over yourself.
if she was a normal functioning adult in the real world, then she'd ask him out and see how it goes, and then dump him if it didn't go well. That's just...
Well, yeah, but also there was the one episode is going out with this other bloke who's like in his mid-20s or something. And then this old bloke shows up. So she then dates them simultaneously and then gets annoyed when they both dump her. It's like, you're literally fucking cheating on them both. I don't understand. The other thing is, in another episode, she spends her entire plot, or her entire arc for this episode was wondering whether a man, there's a man who she thought was gay is marrying a woman, and she's like, her whole thing this episode is wondering, or how they can do that. It's like,
What?
Firstly, it's got nothing to fucking do with you.
How can they do what? Get married?
So the bloke she thought was gay is getting married to a woman, and she's like, maybe they're just marrying for the money or whatever. And it's like, oh, but they're both already rich. They don't need the money. And
Maybe he's not gay, and you just...
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that
Like,
turns out to be the resolution.
Oh, shock horror!
The resolution is, he actually found someone that he fell in love with. And it's like, what? Why? The whole purpose of this plot was just completely inane homophobic bollocks.
So, the question I have is this series written or at least showrun by a woman, or is it a man?
I think it is written by a woman. I don't
that's
know
worse.
if the showrunner. But
So I was gonna make a point that maybe this is like, a male TV exec's been told, make a show that appeals to women. This is what a male business exec in Hollywood's idea of appealing to women is.
Well, the other
But it's
thing
written
is,
by a woman. I can't defend that.
yeah. But the other thing is, it's like they've obviously been told that they need a male audience as well, so they just have random female nudity all the time. But it doesn't serve any purpose in the plot. It's like just voyeuristic,
Or
And
just
it's
arbitrarily get the 18 rating.
yeah. And
Just so
it's
they can
like-
be, look, we're a show called Sex in the City and we've got 18. Oh, must be raunchy.
Yeah.
Come and watch, boys.
And it's
Presumably,
like,
is the other thing.
occasionally there's a pair of tits. It's like, but this is only voyeurism to try and get a male,
Yeah.
viewer.
Every time they think the male viewers have fallen asleep.
it's just baffling, and I have no idea why it was a massive success. Because it's just all completely inane bollocks about these four women, and it's just like none of them are that likable. They're all not relatable at all. I just don't understand how this show was as big as it was. But then again, exactly as my first point was, I'm not the target audience for this at all. Like, nowhere close to it. So,
Well, the key question is, are you going to keep watching?
no. Well, I mean, no. But I mean, if it's on TV, I might watch it just because sometimes the plots are so completely insane that it might be worth watching so I can talk about it on here.
Maybe this will be a new segment where we go and watch something that's very much not for us and then rant about the results. Thank you, Ross.
Yeah, there you go. Well, the other thing is, on IMDb, if you look on all the episode ratings, not a single episode is rated below 7.
Right. What's the sort of highest rated?
The highest is the last episode ever, which was
Because they're
rated...
glad it ended.
That's rated an 8.8.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Breaking Bad better watch out with its 10 rated Ozymandias. Sex and
Yeah.
City's coming to get you.
But other than that, it's like... they're all just 7s, roughly. I think there's only 3 episodes that break the 8 barrier. But yeah, it's weird because it isn't right. It isn't bad. It's just baffling.
But you don't think it's a bad show then?
Well, it's not bad. It's just very, very mediocre. It's very
Right.
run of the mill.
Is it just so surface level? Like, it's just,
Yeah. But all the
like a
characters
puddle.
are so shallow, and it's every single episode is basically the same. It's like, will I bang this dude? I've got some apprehensions about this dude. I bang this dude. I don't like him anymore. I'm gonna dump him. It's like, okay then.
Riveting stuff.
Yeah. Just fucking hell. Just don't understand why it exists half the time.
Was that on HBO?
Yeah, it was.
There's your answer.
Yeah.